Okay, so wow. A lot of shit. Jesse uploaded a Storyfire video I just finished watching. It's 10 minutes. It's just kind of talking about the Storyfire being for sale. Apparently it was recorded the same day as the other video from Sunday that he uploaded, right? That's when he uploaded Sunday about selling it. So, but yeah, it's just another thing on Storyfire. But the thing is, it's just a lot of issues I know. Come on. It's too bad I just want to flip. Come on. Whatever. So, as you know, we talked about reserve price. And reserve is like the price you put at, the lowest thing that it could be. And look at the reserve price for Storyfire thing. Is that been met? But see it in the parentheses there? See it? That's the reserve price. So, bullshit saying it could be sold for $1 obviously has to be at least that amount, right? I believe that's how it works, but I'm just saying. So yeah, this video we're gonna be reading some of the comments in here. So yeah, and I don't know. This way was talking about too, talking about the link and how it was so much of a burden on him to carry it on. It got to be too much, costly. But yeah, you want someone to buy it. But yeah, you talking about nice things, someone to buy it. And especially right now with the whole COVID thing going on, so many people are laid off from their jobs. Majority of last year because of COVID. I mean, things are bad enough, but still, they're still trying to get their financial bearings. And you want them to spend money on this platform? Like, come on, think about that too. Like, people, who have just been freaking out of work for so long, they have to just get their money back again and start earning again from that loss of COVID. So, like, people are still trying to do that too, make their money back that they lost from being out of work for however many months or whatever. So you have to take that into consideration. So people are going to be trying to focus on that and not caring about buying an app. Like, this is the worst time you could be doing this shit. I just wish people can see, like, I hate to use this card, but a lot of these people are young and naive and don't understand how this truly works and how this is to run a business. It's not just easy, it's not just wanting and getting it. Cost, like, trust me, you can say, well, I don't know either, but you know what? From what I've seen, trust me, I've learned. And I just hate too what he said in the video about how we need a platform so we can be able to swear. Like, really? That's why important is to be able to swear in your videos? Like, you could still do it on YouTube, but they just don't want you to be swearing in every other damn sentence. You know what I mean? Like, there's no need for that either. Like, swearing doesn't make a video good. And if you think that, then you have to reevaluate yourself. But you know what I mean? Like, is that really that important to be able to swear? Like, is that really important for Jesse to go into depth just so we'll be able to swear in our videos? Is that really that important? You guys really need to reevaluate priorities. I get it. A lot of you are young. I hate using that card, but I feel like I have to. If people are like commenting as I'm in the comments, Biggie Cheese put, you such a gay N-word. Go be a slave. That's kind of mean. Damn, you down bad right now. Biggie Cheese put, April Fool's N-word. I don't know why people have to use the N-word. I mean, not that I care too much. Like, I don't know. Because it's not the ER one, it's the A one. So, anyways, that's not point. Another person too, Dropsicle Lore, put April Fool's. I know it is April Fool's, so you have to be careful when you post on April Fool's, because a lot of people can take it too seriously. Trump is looking to build a platform, ask him, LOL. That's funny. Frosty123, fuck this app. McJuggernuggets gave up on this app, it sucks so much. And you suck so much as well, stop trying to sell this app, no one wants it unless they are stupider than you. I mean, I kind of agree, not to the extent, but I mean, come on. Like, especially when you talk about how much money it is and how much it was hard on you. Like, and again, and he usually mentioned too, he hopes whoever buys it keeps him and Brian on, or like, then he also made like in a funny way, saying like, he hopes whoever owns doesn't turn into a porn site, but you know what I mean? Like, you don't know what could happen. That's why it's not the best idea to sell it. So I hate people saying, oh, it's such a great idea. Like, do you not realize it can be turned into anything, whoever buys it? Like, everyone says it goes to the right hands. Even if it goes to someone that you think is the right hands, they could change it into anything. And again, you have to realize, do you really think someone wants to buy? No one wants to go against Google, you know? Why do you think a lot of the big creators are not on Storyfire upload much? You know, because they don't want to go against Google. They don't want to go against YouTube, where they've been doing so good at. Come on, it's common sense. You know? Kane _420 put hashtag fucking Storyfire. Oh, never mind. Fucking Storyfire NFT. I don't know if that's for it or against it, but okay. Annie Zimdil. She's like a big name too. You see her all around Jesse's page and stuff and comments. I honestly don't want you to sell it, Jesse, but I know nobody can do what you've done for this platform. Understand you can't financially do anymore, but I don't believe someone else is going to do what you can do. You know. And again, if they can't financially do, why makes you think someone else can? And again, if they really wanted this platform to do good and someone to actually buy it, they'd go about it the right way. Like, you're promoting people, your fans should buy the platform. Fans don't have money to keep it going. You know, do any of you guys have 10K to put on servers? No. You know, and you know what they say about fire? Fire does burn out eventually. All these moderators are such suck-ups too. That's probably why they become moderators, because they suck up to him so much. This is for April Fools, right? Again, maybe it's not the right idea for Jesse to post this video on today, but who knows? Doing it kind of, see? So yeah, I just think it's a bad idea, and the way he was talking about in the video, like, you talk about, when you want to sell something, you talk about the good stuff. You kept talking about the financial burden stuff, and how, and especially saying how, like, he likes the app because you can swear on it. You can still do that on YouTube, just not like all the time or in every other sentence. You guys, you know, I swear sometimes in videos, but swearing doesn't make a video any, you know, less. Like, it doesn't make a video better, it doesn't make a video bad. It doesn't do anything. It's swearing, you know? And if that's all people care about, why they still want Storyfire to stay, because they can swear or do more, like, you know, violence and videos and shit, then you really need to reevaluate your priorities, because it's sad at this point. You know, I don't know. I just think it's sad. You know, especially to, like I said, the damn moderators. They just piss me off because they're sucking up to him. Like, come on. I don't hate Storyfire. I never hated Storyfire. I thought it did have potential. I just hate what Jesse did to it. You know, he tried to make it into another YouTube, and I think that's where he really went wrong. Then he combined it with Twitter, which I don't understand what he has against Twitter. Nothing's wrong with Twitter. You know, like, he tried to combine it. I think that's where he went wrong, trying to make it into YouTube. If he just kept it for the original intended purpose, I think he might have been able to get investors and do better. But this video, man. So I'm just replying to someone. But let me know what you guys think. Check out his Storyfire video. I just think the Storyfire video that he uploads there was just terrible promotion for buying an app. Let's be honest, just for buying anything in general. Jesus, my daughter scared the goddamn crap out of me. But yeah, I just think it's, I don't know, I just think it's stupid. And I think we need to realize, like, I get it. Storyfire, you know, it's not the most terrible app, but you have to remember, it's still a small community. If it was to be as big as YouTube or Twitter, it would still be like them, you know. It wouldn't be any better than them if it was just as big as them, as YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, Facebook. You know, I have to keep that in mind, too. We're saying how it's such a great community. Yes, because it's small. I just hope you guys can realize it. You know, and I'm just fed up with it too. Like, so much shit surrounding Storyfire. Like, I get it, you know, Jesse put a lot of his blood, sweat, and tears in it, and I get that, But, like, he tried. It just didn't work out. It just wasn't meant to be. We have to accept it and move on already. Like, doing this type of shit is just hurting it even more. You know? Like, trying to sell is just gonna hurt it even more. You know what I mean? Well, on day 5, so we have 5 more days of this bullshit. I just wish Jesse could just upload on his channel again, vlogs and shit. Like, do something, you know? Do that stuff again. I think that's what a lot of people really want. You know, he used to say in his favorite, even whoever buys it will still be on Storyfire, so it's the biggest channel on there. But again, we don't know what can happen doing. He even talked about someone could be, like, in despite, like, saying, oh, I have the Storyfire card in my hand, whoever owns it. So, anything can happen. So that's why you guys, you know, saying, oh, it's such a good idea. Like, how is it when it could be turned into anything? You know? Again, even like you say, hope it gets in the right hands. But who's the right hands? Elon Musk, Gary Vee? How you know that they are the right ones to have it? How you know they're gonna, Elon Musk won't change it into something to do with Tesla? You know, I don't know what Gary Vee does, but you know what I mean. Something to do with their brand and their company. How you know they won't turn into something like that? Again, no one wants to go against Google or other big platforms, you know. Jesse was saying, you know, how actions speak louder than words. People say they want an alternative to YouTube. But no big creator wants to go against a platform that they've been on for years and that's doing good on, you know. Look what happened to Jesse going against it. He had trouble with YouTube with his monetization and stuff like that, and getting videos demonetized, and just having all these issues, like, because he badmouthed YouTube, you know. And again, you don't hear any of these other big YouTubers complaining, you know. I get it. You know, YouTube's not perfect. I never claimed it to be, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be. You know, and I love Jesse. I think he tried to do something really great here with Storyfire, but it just wasn't meant to be. Because there's so many platforms already. For writers, like Wattpad. Isn't Reddit do something, not like right on, but, you know, kind of, you know, so many other video platforms, like, but Patreon, I think is one, Discord, right? You know, and I'm not just talking about just YouTube, but, you know, there's other video platforms, too, people can upload on, so it's like, I don't know, why go against the big company? Like, it just doesn't work out, as you can see, it's not working out. If it's a financial burden on him, why would we want that to be put on someone else's shoulders, you know? Like, we have to be considerate here. Like, why, how is that fair to do to someone else? I don't know, I just wish people can, you know, see here, you know, especially these young ass people who are freaking teenagers still. Like, I just found out Pugglehall is 19. I thought he was older. Damn. You know, no offense, Pugglehall, but I thought he was like in his late 20s. Or he's only 19. Like, I get it, you know, it's a cool app. It did have potential. You know, I'm not saying the app was terrible. It did have flaws, but I just think if Jesse took a different route and he didn't do what he did with the app in decision-wise, I think it could have done better, but I just think it needs to end already. We need to get back to, we need to get back to normal-ish by having Jesse upload on YouTube again and grow his YouTube. Because I feel like Jesse could potentially hit 10 million subs if he were to focus hard. You know what I mean? But I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I think his Storyfire video was just friggin' all over the place. Just, I don't know. And don't forget, guys, Ashley's uploading today on her channel. Well, most likely, because she uploaded on her Instagram story last night a picture of, like, her editing the video on her computer. It's, like, her and Jesse on the... They were, like, sitting at its kitchen, it looked like a kitchen table or whatever, and he was doing some sort of challenge or Q&A or some shit, so you have to wait and see. I just hope we can start seeing the truth here. Just not the best idea. Despite how much we love something, you know what they say. When you love something, you gotta let it go. You gotta move on. Like, even Jesse said in the Storyfire video, he would help people grow on TikTok, grow on YouTube, you know? Like, it's like he was encouraging it in a way. I don't know, I just feel like him and Brian are trying to get it off their hands so their hands stay clean when Storyfire goes under. Like, especially I just wholeheartedly believe that. I know I'm not the only one. Especially saying, you know, help grow on YouTube, help people grow on TikTok, YouTube, all that ish. Like, I feel like part of him has to know, you know? Like, just the way he was talking, I feel like part of him has to know this is happening or this is gonna happen. Like, you know, even though he's still trying to stay positive, like, I don't know. Sometimes you can tell with people. Like, I just feel like deep down he knows the truth, but he just, he wants to keep fighting. And I get it, you want to fight for what you believe in, but there's comes a time, well, you know what? There's sometimes you gotta stop the fight. And oh, Metrix, thank you. Guys, just leave her alone. She's a kid tagging people. I'm 22. Who've been featured in the video. She's doing more than most huge creators here by keeping featured people up to date and what they're being shown in. And quick, no one uses Storyfire. It's a scheme to make Jesse profit. Forget about it. Some people are like, please stop tagging me. I mean, you should be honored. Yeah. I'm gonna reply to some of these people. People onward. But yeah. So also too, before I end the video, I did Rebellion update too. I want to do a diss track, and regardless if we can't rap, it's just about getting the message out there. I can't rap either, but I'm still gonna do it. So if anyone wants to join, you don't have to necessarily join the Rebellion to still do this with us. But yeah, it'd be much appreciated. What's the big deal? People tags you and stuff. I don't understand that. Please stop tagging me. But yeah, so check out my other stuff, guys, on here. I'm not trying to be a hater. I love Jesse to death. I'm literally in love with the dude. You might, have your opinions on that, but I feel like when you're in love, and I don't know, I just feel a deep connection with him. Well, I shouldn't say deep, but I do feel a connection with him, and I don't know, I just love him. But I love you guys too. Follow me on my socials. Follow Colin on Insta. Subscribe to Josh. Subscribe to Originate #AGP. What else is there to say? Follow Colin on Insta. Subscribe to me. Let me know what the type of content you want to see. And please check out Jesse's Storyfire video. I loved it, dude. I just wish you can say the truth and stop trying to, what's the word? What's it? Not, string people along with this, Just sad to be stringing people around. With this, Storyfire thing. Like, again, he tried to do something good, but, he tried to get invested. This is like a sign, we should take this as a sign. This wasn't meant to be. Like, I get it. This point where you have to, stop fighting, though, Yeah, sometimes the fight, it just, it's good to fight for what you believe in, but there's a point where we have to realize that enough's enough and we gotta move on with our lives. Like, it's more important things to worry about in our lives. Like, with COVID still going over, there's a lot of young people. My dad, was trying to convince me to get the shot. He wants me to, because young people in their 20s are getting in the hospital. So we focus on that stuff and staying safe rather than a stupid platform. I shouldn't say stupid platform, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of it, and hope Jesse can just, move on with his life. Like, he has so much potential. He can be famous, like a famous director and stuff. But, and I think if he can just let this go, he can do that. And that's what we should want from him. We should want him to, be successful, be this famous actor and director, because he has so much potential, so much talent to do so, and it's just being wasted, and it's sad, and I think as fans of him, we should, see that and, encourage him to be doing that, instead of encouraging him to stick with something that's nothing to it anymore, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that in a mean way, but it's the truth. Anyways, hope you guys can see it and agree. Anyways, I know this video is long. I'm gonna go. Love you guys so much, my randomers. I will see you in the next video. Peace.